here. What's happening to funds? What's happening to mutual funds? The total equities under management, assets under management, were at a record high in the last month and were recorded at 8.04 lakh crores. More importantly, though, the quantum of flows into equity mutual funds cooled off a little bit. Jayesh Khilnani caught up with NS Venkatesh, who is the CEO at AMFI, to discuss this in detail and started by asking him about the reasons behind the dip in the equity inflows. Listen in to what he had to say.
Whatever you are seeing is temporary, which is more or less getting marked with the market volatility that we have observed. But if you look between last month and this month, it's hardly around 800 crores. So that is not a trend for us to predict upon that. So I would always say that the equity is a preferred investment route, which is borne out by the fact that the SIP numbers which are coming in. The SIP number has grown by 100 crores between July and August. August number is somewhere around 7,600 and odd crores. And SIP, 90% of the contribution goes into the equity schemes. So I'm quite confident that the retail participation is intact. Maybe some wholesale participations are moving in and out to book their profits and then await a better opportunity for them to re-enter. So I would say that the retail story is intact onto the equity market.
But yeah, coming to the SIP number that you were mentioning, it's somewhere about 7,600 odd crores. Now, if I look at it, 7,600 crores, yes, that looks a very good number because it's at a record high once again. But in the overall context of things, it means that there has been no incremental flows or new money has not come in, because the total inflow is just over 8,000 crores. Out of which 7,600 you're saying came in via the SIP route. So, you know, there's some bit of concern on that front as well. How would you address that?
No, I would say that it is a market phenomenon. Now, when the market is behaving so much with so much volatility, and even if when you are looking at the index moving up, but only the 4 stocks participating or 5 stocks participating into that, that will definitely have some bearing on the investment behavior coming in. But what we need to see is whether the retail investor is continuing to be remaining within the market, and he is remaining within the market, which is borne out by the fact that the SIPs are increasing. Even at SIPs level, 100 crores has increased between July and August. So that itself shows that there is a keen interest which is happening into the equity space. Going ahead, when the correction is completed, whatever market correction is completed, then you will see much more participation in a broader scheme from, let us say, the larger players coming into the equity space. Then that will happen. But having said that, we need to superimpose it with the macroeconomic fundamentals of this country. If you look at the macroeconomic fundamentals of this country, it is very good. The GDP growth numbers are exceedingly good, and as a country, we are one of the fastest growing countries in the world, and you will definitely see people coming back. But there are certain global sort of phenomena which is happening, which is where maybe some flight of capital has moved from India to outside India, but that is getting counterbalanced by the SIP as a contribution which is coming in. That is where you are seeing the market remaining at these levels and are not falling down or having a knee-jerk reaction to these sort of foreign outflows which are happening in this country. So I would say we will actually see the market rebounding from here, and that will have a very positive spin-off to the mutual fund inflows into the equity schemes.
One final question on the balance flow front. Now, the number that you have given is about in excess of 2,500 odd crores. But my calculation suggests that, you know, if I remove the balance fund NFOs, which were to the tune of about 4,500 odd crores, this time around balance flow would have been a negative number, which is, you know, not the case because of the NFO. So your thoughts on the balance fund?
But people are contributing to the NFO. What does it indicate? It indicates that whatever is the correction which has to happen in the balance fund schemes are completely over. So they are coming into the balance fund, and whatever they would have withdrawn could be because their goals are met or their profits are realized. So they have taken the profits and then coming back in through an NFO route, or maybe parking it into the liquid funds as an asset rotation strategy. So I think the investor is a very, very wise investor in India. We'll have to give full credit to him. So he is taking the right steps at this particular point of time.
Okay, that's of course AMFI, and I think there would be, I don't know if there will be